In the silent Lasang night, a Wakwak perches on a branch, its form silhouetted against the dark sky. Anticipation hangs heavy in the air as the Wakwak readies itself. An undercurrent of unease stirs within the night. The Wakwak senses trouble brewing amidst the stillness, wings poised for flight. Inside the small hut, the Wakwak steps into her domain, a chilling list titled Mga Bata na Badlongon in her grasp. With wicked glee, she scans the list, her eyes gleaming with dark intent as she prepares for her nightly hunt. A sinister cackle rips through the silent hut, announcing the start of her terrifying mission. The Wakwak seizes her broom, a symbol of her dark power, ready to sweep through the night and collect her due. A sudden explosion of fireworks illuminates the night sky above Lasang. Startled by the blast, the Wakwak loses her grip. The Wakwak's broom clatters to the ground. "Oh man, this is so annoying. I can't fly this thing again," the Wakwak cries out, frustrated. The Wakwak stares at her fallen broom, stranded beneath the dazzling fireworks. Inside the ballet Wakwak, the Wakwak winces, desperately trying to block out the cacophony of noise. Stuffing cotton earplugs into her ears, she seeks refuge from the relentless sounds. Boom! Another firework explodes, shattering the silence and her patience. The Wakwak throws her hands up in utter exasperation, her face contorted in frustration. "Peste! Akong mga plano!" she cries out, her carefully laid plans ruined by the incessant noise. The house's dim light casts a faint glow on her face as she cautiously peers into the dark. In the distance, small figures dance in the flickering light of firecrackers. Her voice cuts through the night, tinged with exasperation. "Manga we ayo, manga tulog naun tamo." The echoes of her words fade into the night as the firecrackers continue to burst. Inside Balesa Wakwak, shadows dance in the moonlight as she sits, cross-legged, her face etched with frustration. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and begins to chant, seeking solace in the quiet of the night. "Om, Om," Wakwak chants, her voice a low murmur against the backdrop of the silent house. Her eyes squeeze shut as she whispers, "Kalmalang, Wakwak, Kalmalang," trying to center herself. Moonlight paints silver streaks across the bamboo walls, illuminating her struggle for inner peace. Under a sky bursting with light, she seeks escape from the relentless noise of fireworks in the crowded streets. Desperation etched on her face, she breaks into a run, the vibrant lights now a torment rather than a celebration. Driven by the overwhelming sounds, she flees back towards the dim sanctuary of her home, seeking refuge from the dazzling chaos. Inside Balesa Wakwak, night descends, casting long shadows that dance with unseen horrors. She clutches at Maga Bayagon na Bata sa Listahan, its title of the books that she herself is an author. Boom! A sound shatters the stillness, an earth-shattering echo that rips through the night, signaling doom. Under the cloak of night, she desperately tries to fortify her home against unseen terrors. A comical yet earnest attempt to build a soundproof barrier using blankets and pillows unfolds. The makeshift structure, a fortress of hope, stands precariously against the darkness. Boom! The ridiculous barrier collapses, sending her efforts crashing down in a heap. In the image, if to imagine, she felt like the beast of beauty, and the beast, defeated, she stares at the wreckage, the night seeming to mock her futile attempts. Even her hair is undefined. She feels her hairdo is also wrecked. Inside the house at night, Wakwak begins pacing restlessly, her agitation palpable. Wakwak mutters under her breath, her words a mix of frustration and mounting despair. "Dili ko katulog, dili ko kapalupad," she laments, her voice echoing in the confined space. Her pacing quickens, each step amplifying her growing sense of helplessness. Wakwak pauses, her eyes wide with a sudden unsettling realization. "Unsanaman ni," Lasang is lit by a furious display of fireworks, painting the night sky with fleeting bursts of vibrant, chaotic color. In the shadows, creatures stir, their faces betraying annoyance at the cacophony above. An aswang wrinkles its nose in disgust, its eyes glowing faintly amidst the dazzling explosions. A towering kapre shakes its head, frustration etched on its smoky face as it shares a knowing glance with the aswang. Inside the Wakwak's lair, an idea sparks in her eyes. She grabs a large pot and a sturdy wooden spoon, a mischievous grin spreading across her face. Emerging into the night, she raises the spoon high, ready to unleash a cacophony. The night erupts with the deafening clang of metal against metal, a desperate, noisy plea. She has to transform herself into a fine lady, so maybe she will be normal. Minutes later, she observed a difference. She went to the village without fear. The children, momentarily forgetting their fireworks, turned their gazes towards her, curiosity etched on their faces. A unified front emerges, the rhythmic banging a beacon of solidarity, pushing back against unseen fears. The fireworks cease, their fiery spectacle replaced by the raw collective power of ordinary people. These include the sweet children. In the heart of the village, the spirit of resistance ignites, fueled by the simple, resounding beat of community. Golden light bathes Lasang, the forest still and peaceful. The sun rises, promising a new day. On the next day, as she transformed back to herself again, in her porch, the Wakwak sits, exhaustion etched on her face, but a hint of satisfaction lingers. She sips her coffee, her eyes lost in the tranquil scenery. A moment of quiet contemplation. Wakwak sighs contentedly. Finally, peace. The Wakwak relaxes in a rocking chair, a mischievous glint sparkling in her ancient eyes. Her gnarled fingers trace the headline of a newspaper. Wakwak in the news has vanished. A sly smile spreads across her face, hinting at secrets, yet with a feeling of delight. She glances directly at the camera, a knowing wink sealing her good satisfaction. The Wakwak's eyes may gleam with wicked glee, but she is getting soft. Lesson learned. In the new year, she learned that monsters are often just lonely hearts learning to love.